Hi there and welcome to the I Ching Cafe and to our weekly overview for the last one for October, the 28th of October 2019. But first, let's recap last week. We had amassing and we had retreat. We had a focus on really getting our word out there, building a network, connecting a vast amount of people, doing whatever we can to expand and access the group, the crowd, and leverage that for some purpose in our lives for last week. And there were some challenges to that too, where we were having obstacles to that access to the massive crowd, the network, the group of people that you've been trying to connect with or to engage with. It's been amazing chatting to some of you over the last week of the kinds of things that you've been doing. One person said, I've been building an email list and contacting a massive amount of leads for my business. And another is going through a recruitment process and dealing with the challenges of a flood of recruitment applications. Another one has joined a network, a business development network, and now has to face the results of what next? How do I magnify and build this network that I want to be part of? So very interesting what we're seeing with this idea of amassing and the challenges we've had in amassing the contacts, the event, the group that we've been trying to connect with. And it's been so interesting for me too, because last week I was struggling with internet, 2 video camera failures, like everything that I needed to connect with you and with the audience and with other networks that I'm involved with through video and other formats. Oh, so unbelievably difficult. But perseverance is the way, of course, as always. So let's have a look at this week. We have the week commencing Monday, the 28th of October, 2019. And this week there are 4 changing lines, which I'll get to in a moment, which you know means lots of change, a lot going on. As I'm saying these words, the I Ching is already changing and the state of change already is moving us towards the end of the week. So let's get into it. We have Hexagram 59, which is called Dispersing. And if you have a look at the hexagram structure, it has the trigram of wind on the top and it has the trigram of water on the bottom. And this talks about the warm wind blowing over the frozen lake. What that does is it slowly thaws out everything that's frozen and locked and is needing to be released. This is a week of effort, of us putting effort into our week and dispersing the obstacles to where we need to get to. So this isn't a week where we retreat into the cave or we hide or all those types of things. That was last week. This week requires us putting in the effort and getting going. And the I Ching is saying we have the energy to put in this effort. So ride the wave of change that is coming to help you. Right, so we are looking at things like releasing obstacles, using consistent effort to melt down the frozen lake. This is the only time where melting glaciers is good for us. We want to melt down and release everything that is frozen. And of course, frozen water symbolizes that locked emotion, locked things that are buried, talents and abilities and ideas and connections that have been frozen and locked in. And this week is about thawing that out and putting in the effort and letting our energy flow through across those obstacles and melting them out of our lives, dispersing the negativity out of our lives. 4 changing lines, it's no joke. Okay, so let's have a look at those quickly. Our changing line in the first position talks about horsepower, right? Using the strength of a horse to get in there and start dispelling those blocks and obstacles and illusions, right? So it's about putting in the effort. Often we get told by the I Ching, hold back, don't push, conserve your strength, focus your thoughts. No, this is use the single-mindedness of the horse, focus on what you're doing and push, all right? So this first part of the week is push to remove those obstacles, apply strength. That is what I'm being asked to do this week. Our second changing line in the third position talks about the need to put our own egos and our needs and our personalities, just put that aside for the moment and focus on the needs of the work. Okay, so this week we've got horsepower, we've got focus on the needs of the work. Put your mind completely into the tasks that are really important this week And I feel very strong connection for those of you who are business people or in your own entrepreneurship or whatever it might be, wherever you may find yourself in your business endeavors, put in the focus on the work. The other stuff, the personal issues, that can be resolved next week or towards the end of the week. So this week is about putting in the effort, focusing on the work, the task to be done. Now, this might not necessarily be just about business or your work life. It might be the things in your personal life. Put aside what you think should be done. Just go and put your effort into getting the work done. The next changing line in the 5th position says, put all your focus in dispersing the obstacles. It's like a reinforcement of the previous 2 lines. Do it. Focus on melting the frozen lake. Do it. Put the energy in. It will come and reward you. And the 4th changing line says, remove the bad blood. Okay, so wherever you have bad blood with somebody, whether that's conflict, an argument, negativity that you're holding on to in a relationship, exorcise it. That is what the I Ching is saying. Use whatever technique you have to use that is for the highest and the best to eliminate the bad blood in you and with another person or in a particular situation. Where are you resentful? Where are you stuck in a cycle of emotions? Exorcise it out. Disperse out that stuck emotion, because we do all these things. If we give these 4 lines the energy that they're being asked for, well, the outcome hexagram is hexagram 11, peace. Ah, lovely. One of the most beautiful hexagrams. It's heaven on top and earth on the bottom. What is that? Heaven on earth. Yes, please. This hexagram is very meaningful to me because many years ago when I had fallen pregnant and I wasn't quite sure, I asked the I Ching and I said, am I pregnant? And the hexagram I got was 11, this one locked. And it represents heaven on earth. It represents the divine, the awesomeness, the flow, the energy actually being on earth and actually coming into form. Which, if you're pregnant with a special boy like we have, that is exactly the nice energy that we want. We want to manifest heaven on earth in whatever we're doing. Okay. So this week, the second part of the week, the outcome hexagram is peace, which is about drawing on this energy of flow coming to us, of being in the right place at the right time, of just like all the planets lining up, all the things being in the right place, in a sense of clunk, there's this alignment and there's this manifestation for us. And what we're being asked to do is to give it energy, is to be expansive and to be open and to be in it and to revel in this moment of peace. Really, really wonderful hexagram for us to round out this week. So lots for us to do. Effort required, horsepower, focusing on the work, not on our egos, giving it horns, and of course dispelling that bad blood, exorcising it, and peace is there for us in this week. Wonderful blessings if we put in the effort. Have a wonderful week. See you on Instagram and Facebook for our daily stories. A little dose of I Ching magic into your day. And other than that, we'll see you next at the monthly overview for November. November's around the corner. Have a good one. See you soon.